Well, that was weird. Hey, Uncle Buck. Hey, Holly. I wasn't actually sure I was going to be able to stream because, like, I went in and, like, YouTube was like, live streaming not available. I was like, what the fuck? It was weird. Hey, Buttercup. It's due tomorrow. That is true. It is due tomorrow. Jumbo what? No, title. Me being ever so clever. Hey, pause. Jumbo Jambo. Is Jambo like jambalaya? Is that what you mean by Jambo? Because I don't like jambalaya. Actually, I've never had jambalaya. I don't know if I'd like it or not. Probably wouldn't like jambalaya. Jumbo sausage is better. Do you like some good sausage? Hey, Logan. Not too much. I mean, I don't know what else Jambo could be. Real sausage or fake sausage? I mean, real sausage. We did. Did what? Who did what? I'm already lost. Who's Mimi? Julia crashed your planes again. Julia being Chantel's old cat? Okay, when I come to another wrong chat. Yeah. I never go into anybody's chat, so I don't have to worry about that. Your friend that's an awful pilot. Oh, right. Yeah, I think you did mention her. Well, as long as she's not trying to become like a real world pilot, then she's fine. Because it's just she become a doctor instead. I mean, video game being a doctor in a video game is not easy either. I feel like I remember seeing a game with like it's like a dot. It was like a surgery simulator, but like with Operation Watch Out for His Funny Bone. I remember what it's called. But it was like a one of those like surgery simulator games, and I don't remember Simpsons Road Rage, just like the text game. Never played it, but I've heard of it, and I heard it was really bad. I'm pretty sure I heard that that game was terrible. Yeah, there's a game I saw talked about once. It's like a surgery simulator, but comedically bad, like deliberately bad controls. So like you were always just like knocking shit over and like pulling organs out of the person's body, and is basically damn near impossible. So go topless this year. I mean, it's not like I can stop you. I stopped you from ordering takeout. Yeah, but I mean that's kind of different. Hey, Gettle. sports bra it is. Seems so sporty. And I'm just saying, like, we can't see you. Like, no one here would know if you were topless. Any plans for Canada Day? Nope. Yeah. This is, yeah, these are my, yeah, this basically. I stop her from ordering takeout by telling her not to order takeout. That's how I do it. She'll be like, should I order takeout? I'll be like, nah, probably not. You need guidance in your life. Pick up the menu out of Spiked and Rebellious. Rebellion. Hey, Shelly. You're not spiteful. Spite does get shit done, though. Like a 2-pound frozen microwave meal. There you go. Seriously, nothing is a better motivator than spite. Absolute best motivator in the world. Went to Costco and purchased a portable AC. 12 BTU. Can't wait to get to the hose. Get the hose in the window. Yeah. So right before I came live, I saw a short on YouTube of Harrison Ford telling a joke. Man's working at the produce section in a grocery store. And a woman comes up and says, "Excuse me, where can I find the broccoli?" And the man says, "Oh, I'm sorry, ma'am. We're actually out of broccoli, but we'll have some more tomorrow morning." And he turns to go back to work. And a couple minutes later, voice from behind him, "Excuse me, sir." Turns around, same woman. "Could you tell me where the broccoli is?" Guess says, "Ma'am, I'm sorry, but we don't have any broccoli in right now. We're fresh out of broccoli. We'll be getting more broccoli in the morning." And turns, goes back to work. Couple minutes later, same one comes up. Excuse me, why can't I find the broccoli? The man says, ma'am, how do you spell cat? As in catastrophe. One says C-A-T. Great. How do you spell dog? As in dogmatic. D-O-G. D-O-G. Great. How do you spell fuck? As in broccoli? One says, there's no fucking broccoli. That's what I'm trying to tell you! Don't say that too loudly. My guinea pig loves broccoli. On the plus side, your guinea pig's too stupid to understand the joke, so. Your guinea pig's not going to understand no broccoli, you know? It's not going to be smart enough to understand a word I'm saying. He's very smart. I mean, it's entirely possible that he's very smart for a hamster, for a guinea pig. And it's possible he may be very smart for a guinea pig, but he's still a guinea pig. Hey, Tony. Guinea pig's very smarter than you. I mean, that's not much of an accomplishment, though, Tony. I'm a dumbass. I mean, oh, it's smarter than you. That's damning with faint praise. British man was a little aggressive towards her. After all, she's the one that he's the one that kept telling her to come back. In the morning, though. And actually, he didn't even say to come back. He just said, "We'll have more in the we'll have more tomorrow." It's her choice whether to return the next day. It's like, so we're out, but we'll have more tomorrow morning. He kept saying, "We'll have more tomorrow morning," and then turned back to his work. Unless I fucked up the joke. I mean, it's possible that I sort of. It's possible that I did sort of say something wrong by accident. I did get it right. That's what I thought. But yeah, we'll have more in the morning. That's what everyone have. Your guinea pig likes to headbutt his plushies and give them a kiss. It's all about balance. I don't even have a pet rock. Hey, strawberries. Closest I've got to a pet is my plushie. My, Sealy here. Would I consider another pet a cat? I mean, I'd need to be like in a better place, like like literally have like my own apartment. Like we get any PSW? No. Yeah, like where I'm living now, I can't really have a pet. So yeah. Yeah, against PSWs. I mean, I just don't see a need for one for myself. I pet your mom every night. Yep, indeed. Amber is at her highest weight ever. Yeah. That is sometimes just how life goes. Older we get, the fatter we get. And there's a newspaper writer tells them the books want to get off the counter. Taylor and Trevor's getting married Friday. And I couldn't really care less. American Royal Wedding. I don't give a shit about I don't give a shit about actual royal weddings. Why would I care about an American royal wedding? Especially because I'm a fucking Canadian. Canada. Yeah, I'll come on. I'll come on Canada Day at some point. I'll come on for my normal time on Canada tomorrow. I don't care about royal weddings either. I stand by Diana. Yeah. Hey, Gingers. The People's Princess. Yep. Waving your flag. Yeah, I don't actually have a Canadian flag. I don't think I have. Yeah. I've got no clothes. I've got nothing. Closest I've got to a Canadian flag is this thing has "Made in Canada" on it. Shit, I don't even have any red shirts. I don't even have a red shirt to wear. Wish I can see and visit Canada, but I'm in Arizona. Oh, you're right. Most of my shirts are purple. They're black. They just look purple on camera for some reason. Just the camera picks up a weird, you know, picks up the color weird. On map too. Up to my balls in shit. You see the purple on your. Yeah, when I look at it, yes, I'm a white man. You can tell I'm white because I don't listen to rap music. Very rage-inducing mobile phone game. Sure, I probably won't play it, but hi, Canadian girl. Yeah, like when I'm wearing one of my black T-shirts, when I look at when I come live and I see myself on the screen, I see that it does look more purplish. This one is purple. This shirt is very much purple. Only allowed to speak in vulgarity here? Yeah. And we match factory. You got me curious about it. I'm gonna look it up real quick. Balls deep and shit. I did. Yeah. Definitely doesn't seem like my kind of game. Not a fan of match games. You know, this won't let me quit. Yeah, for my part, it's not really much of one for like match 3 or whatever those games are. Do I have a WAP? A wet ass penis? So just match 3 of anything to clear it off the board. So unorganized. Where do I see myself in 5 years? I don't. Goals or dreams for the next 5 years? Like, I can't afford to have goals right now. The only goal I can afford to have right now is find a job that actually pays me a living wage. And shit, not even fucking living wage. A living here wage is all I can fucking hope for right now. And genuinely, the best I can hope for right now, my only goal right now is to find a job where I can make enough money to fucking survive. Day at a time, yeah. It's going to get harder. It absolutely is just going to get harder and harder. It's very hot. It is very hot. Apparently, it is currently 23 degrees, according to my computer. You have watts? Wet ass titties? Wet ass Tylenol syndrome? Nah. Now I have the Monster Wop in my head. They did the Wop. They did the Monster Wop. It was a graveyard flop. Get a bucket and a mop. They did the Monster Wop. Y'all may have that right. That's autism, but my autism is wet. I do like. It's amazing that was his backup. Like he got that done real quick. Because the estate of Charlie Daniels didn't like him doing the Devil Walk Down to Georgia. Hey, there's another DJ Carbon mashup. Oh, and actually, ooh. Talking about the Chihiro voice actor thing. Different. Oh, I didn't see that. I think I missed the last one. Okay, yeah, I gotta check out the new match, the new one. Soundgarden and Filter. And yeah, the last one before that was Fat Thumping Girls. Addict and homeless. I did see that she was homeless. Which I thought was like really shitty. Because Chihiro, but she was also fucking Lilo. Yeah. She was the voice of Lilo. That movie and show were huge. She should not have been like Lilo from Lilo and Stitch. Like Lilo and Stitch was huge. And she voiced Lilo in Lilo and Stitch. She should not have been homeless. Like there should not have been a scenario where she ended up homeless after how successful that was. Hey Donna. In fact, fun enough, when I was looking up to see if there are any new DJ cover band mashups, I clicked on the new one to see like who was being mashed up, and the ad that played automatically was fucking live action Lilo and Stitch. It's awful that she ended up dying homeless. I look well. Well, thank you. Child actor. She did end up seeming to live a fucked up life by the end. Actually, not even by the end, by 2016. Yeah, she was 26 when her life just seemed to just completely go completely off the tracks. Hey, Catherine. Yeah, she did seem to like just disappear in 2016 and then just sort of got, yeah, drug issues, criminal problems, run into the law. Makes me wonder if it was just like, child stardom fucks a person up. It's a shame when actors just completely fall off. Like when their lives just completely fall apart. As a Star Trek fan, I sometimes find myself hoping that Jennifer Lean's doing okay. Drugs or addictions can end it. Yeah. Ian's Wikipedia article doesn't mention if anything's changed for in the past few years. I wonder if it might be good for her to attend a Trek convention again. I think Trekkies would be thrilled to see her. Would show her a lot of love and support, which could possibly be good for her. Because even the character of Kes has had, in the decades since she left Voyager, the character of Kes has gotten a lot of reevaluation in the fandom and a lot more appreciation than I think the character had back at the time. And obviously, like, we're a fandom that is very supportive of the people who, well, I don't know. We're a fandom that is very supportive of the people who make the shows that we love. So I think, yeah, I think they'd be supportive of her. I second guessed myself for a moment about the fandom being supportive because there is a very vocal segment of the fan base that has absolutely hated the last 8 years of Star Trek. but while that section is very vocal, I think it is also pretty small. I think even among the, you know, modern Trek is definitely not as beloved as some of the classic Trek shows are. But even among those who don't necessarily enjoy it, I think most of them are, you know, are probably very supportive of the people making it. I wasn't a huge fan. I said this one's like my style. At their section of the fan base, yeah. Yeah, I mean, Star Trek's fandom has always been really dedicated. Uh, saved the original series from cancellation. Briefly, show still only ran 3 seasons, but still, uh, you know, and Star Trek conventions were some of the fairly early fandom conventions. First convention. I don't know. I don't think they were necessarily. I don't think they were the first, but they were. They were early. A small section of the negative Nancy on Star Trek. Everything's yeah, yeah. Really, they are assholes. About 80 years old. Well, younger than that. Star Trek itself is only 60 years old. Star Trek itself turned 60 this year. Imagine someone in full stage makeup looking at you like you're the asshole. It's the reality. Yeah. And there were people started watching in their 20s, 20 plus 60 is 80. That's not how that works, Uncle Buck. Oh, oh, you mean like the fans are in their 80s? Okay, I thought you meant the conventions are in their 80s. No, the Trekkies. Yeah, OG reruns from my dad, then we got the Florida that was TNG. Yeah. Next Generation and Deep Space Nine were really good shows. Voyager was so like uneven. You know, Star Trek, like Next Generation, it had some bad episodes. The first season was rough. Next Generation's first season, a lot of people are like, it's a miracle that they got a second one. That first season is rough. Second season, a little bit uneven, but definitely had some exceptional episodes. And then seasons 3 through 6 were all great. The season 7 was back to being very uneven. A lot of like weirdness in that season. Deep Space Nine was generally great throughout its run. Had some stinkers. Yeah. Good point, Chili. Yeah. Tylenol time. 9 o'clock is Tylenol time. Deep Space Nine, again, it had some stinkers. But for the most part, it was great throughout all 7 seasons. Voyager? Man. Throughout its entire runtime, throughout all 7 seasons, it was never consistently great. A lot of great episodes. You know, like throughout its entire series, throughout the entire series, you'd have some great episodes. And mixed in between, you'd have some shit episodes. It was absolutely the most uneven of Star Trek series of all time. Like, just wild swings. Started watching Dragon Ball Z on Disney Plus yesterday. They removed the American soundtrack. That does seem like a weird choice for like Disney Plus, considering, you know. Unless there's rights issues. Unless there's rights issues with the music used in the American soundtrack. That is possible. Though more likely it's just like, I feel like more likely it's just wanting to sort of like stay true to the vision of the original creators, i.e. the Japanese creators. I never watched Dragon Ball Z. No. Never watched it. Every once in a while, I'd be channel surfing, and I'd come across it, and every time, literally every time I came across it, it'd be 2 people just staring at each other. Young dude hovering in the air, looking smug and threatening, and then another guy either on the ground or also hovering, also looking very serious. And then sometimes there'd be people on the ground commenting on something. But every single time I turned to it, literally every single time, that was what was going on. 2 people standing in the air, staring at each other. Androids really scared me as a kid, especially Dr. Gero. So that's my, like, so now that's what I envision Dragon Ball Z as being. People just standing and staring. I know there is more to it than that, but that is my image of Dragon Ball Z. And yes, I say Z because I'm Canadian. Fuck you. uh, Dragon Balls. Yeah. The Z. Canadian intensifies. Exactly. It just comes out. Yeah, I didn't really watch a lot of anime when I was a kid. I don't think I really watched any anime. No, never watched Ed, Ed, and Eddie. Thought those giant candy balls were real. I mean, there's some fucking big ones out there. So the next one. For you people to poke on it. Yeah, but we can't hear your accent through text, so. Yeah, I don't think I didn't really watch anime at all as a kid. I think the first anime I watched might have been Princess Mononoke. Everlasting Gobstopper yet. Mononoke might have been my first anime. And then maybe Spirited Away soon after that, and I think Cowboy Bebop around the same time as well. Angry Beavers was God tier. What year was Ed, Ed, and Eddie? I want to see when that show came out to see what I would have been watching. Debuted 99. What would I have been watching in 1999? Let's Nine the Deck. It's all nice and overcast. Romantic rainy, good night for the chill, and I work tomorrow. Nice, nice. Porn. I mean, aside from porn. Courage. Nah, never watched Courage, Cowardly Dog. 8 Mile Jog, wait, and about a shit ton of cookie dough. So yeah, what would I have been watching in 1999? I was 14. Daily Show. I think I was watching Daily Show at that point. Invader Zim. Yeah, never watched that one. Family Guy. Did well. So yeah, Simpsons, Family Guy, Futurama. Pretty sure. I don't know. Or would it have been 2000 that I started on Daily Show, maybe? I think I was still watching. I think I was still watching wrestling at that point. Same thing you're doing now. Google the PC game Revolt. No, I never played that one. It's probably watching a lot of sitcoms. Mission Hill was 99. Did watch the first couple episodes of Mission Hill. Philip Brennan was another good comic of his. Strange Eggs. So yeah, I think I was probably watching a lot more. Him and Todd M were probably my favorite indie comic writers. Spawn had me from Jump. It's called Turkey Twizzlers. Doesn't ring any bells. Which doesn't mean we didn't. We very well may have, and I just wasn't aware of it. Odd UK food. It's like curly fried but chicken nuggets. It's not great until they got banned. Mention it to any bird over the age of 30 and you'll ruin their day. So yeah, I think by 99, I think I was probably like by the time like Ed and Eddie, like that sort of era of cartoons, I think I was probably watching more sitcoms and shit. A lot fewer cartoon. I had fewer cartoons, I think, at that point. Some still, but even then it would have been more yeah, I would have been moving into more you know mature cartoons like Futurama. Beavis and Butthead. Yeah, did enjoy Beavis and Butthead back in the day. I think what ass is almost watching cartoons if I was actually home. King of the Hill, yeah, King of the Hill was great. I would have been watching that at that point because I did watch that one like from the start. Like because I was already watching The Simpsons. Um, and King of the Hill had different creative team, but it was like after The Simpsons as sort of like part of a same programming block and sort of part of the same programming philosophy, I feel like. And I was watching Beavis and Butthead. I did watch Beavis and Butthead. So some steps that were New Zealand 99, the Electronics Go Berserk. Yeah. Yeah, I was watching Beavis and Butthead, and King of the Hill was sort of a kind of weird spiritual spin-off. In a weird way, kind of a spiritual spin-off from Beavis and Butthead. So yeah, I did watch King of the Hill, when it debuted. And for the first few seasons. I did fall off eventually. Oh, by the way, Catherine, remember a few nights ago I was talking about good night, Holly, about how 2010's cartoon intros got really short. 2020's went back to a regular length, like 30 seconds or longer. Still sure, I think Once Upon a Time intros would be like a full minute in some cases for some shows, but I feel like 30 seconds was kind of, 30 30 seconds or so was sort of a norm for a while. 2020s did get back to that. So the idea that it was short attention spans, I don't think that was the case. Like for the shorter 2010s intros. She left. Yeah, I was hoping that I might have caught her before she left. What Patreon videos do I need to record tonight? My Little Pony one and a Ghost and Molly McGee one. All right. So Slug Bug, left no one to punch. Slug Bug? Like a slug? Or do you mean like a Volkswagen Beetle? 8 is better. Yeah, Catherine, on the topic, just finishing up the topic of cartoons. Remember a few nights ago we were talking about, I was talking about how cartoon intros in the 2010s got weirdly short. I say Slug Bug and punch someone in the air. Yeah, we don't call it a slug bug. Yeah, so I just wanted to mention, Vanna, hey, went to a water park today and hated it. I would also hate it. Yeah, I just want to mention that 2020s cartoon intros went back to 30 or so seconds. Some were still shorter than that, but most of them do seem to be to a proper length of 30 seconds or more. Rip 2 slides and almost died. Yeah, I would also hate to go to a water park and go down slides. Sounds terrible. I'm sure the best part. In some cases, yes. Actually, when I'm binging a show, I'll usually skip the intro. You know, I'll watch it like the first episode and then skip it and then watch it again at the last episode. There are exceptions. Never, ever skip the Cowboy Bebop intro. X-Men. Yeah, if I were to do an X-Men rewatch, I imagine I'd probably watch the intro, but that'll probably never happen. Kind of fun, but walking around it wasn't. I started loud the groaning and everything because I had heat exhaustion. There was no indoor space with AC and the water wasn't cool. Yeah, that does sound awful. Gonna cook some more chicken over the fire. Have regular wood and cherry wood. Nice, nice. Sounds good. Yeah, water parks should have cooling areas. Because like the whole point of like foodie climbing Everest. Like the whole point of a water park is that it's open in the summer. You know, like a water park isn't open in the winter, it's open in the summer when it's hot. And since it's hot, you should have places where people can cool down. Ribs and smoked chicken wings. Sure, I suppose in theory I probably should get some sort of takeout tomorrow because tomorrow is Canada Day. Cowboy caviar, grilled zucchini. So yeah, tomorrow is Canada Day. So in theory, should probably get takeout, but I kind of don't really want to even. Like even setting aside the fact that I'm making $0 this week. Like I got, you know, no shifts at all this week. Not a single shift this week. I'm making $0. Uh, so I can't really afford takeout. But even aside from that, I don't really feel like it. It's in a maple syrup beaver tails it is. Also sat on fire ants twice. That sounds awful. There's Canadian food you can order. What about how much would that cost? And I suppose Son of Bear would be pretty. Hey, Julia. Don't mind. I don't, and like I said, honestly, like I'm not really entirely. I'm like I don't really want to either. I suppose the most Canadian place that I could order from would probably be Son of Bear. Yeah, like that's a very Canadian place. It's French Canadian. Or St. Hubert's, I get. Or St. Hubert's, I could call it. Winter, I threatened to make you a tortilla so good you'd slap your grandma. Tim Hortons would be pretty Canadian, yeah. But Tim Hortons isn't really known for food, though. I mean, donuts, obviously. They are well known for donuts. But other than that, it's not really what they're known for. Canadian Tire, yeah, there you go. Yeah, they've got sandwiches, melts, wraps. They've got shit like that, but at the end of the day, it's a coffee and donut place, you know? And I wouldn't want to order from Tim Hortons anyway. Eh. Never wowed from them when I visited. Just in the coffee done across the shit shop. It is. And you'll find a lot of Canadians have said that you'll find a lot of Canadians saying that Tim Hortons coffee has gotten worse. Yeah, that it used to be better like 20 years ago. This place Strawberries always brings up Saskatchewan. Wasn't it like a really big KFC or some shit like that? Or my friend talking mad shit. To the point a lot of them don't go anymore. Yeah, Jack something. Jack in the Box. There's Jack Lee's here in Cornwall. Strawberries does get excited about Jack Lee's here in Cornwall. That's a Cornwall place. The KFC buffet, that's right. Yeah, the one that Strawberries always goes on about is Jack Lee's. Can't believe he's confusing strawberries. Now Buttercup's crying and throwing up. Anyway, yeah, like I said, most Canadians seem to agree that Tim Hortons coffee isn't as good as it used to be. They did something to change the recipe or something. The donuts are pretty good. They do have good donuts and Timbits. Timbits are good. Screaming, crying, throwing up, and on top of it all, I have this sludgies and Giardia now. I'm going to make my pancreas scream from eating the unholy amalgamation of fried carbs and sugar that is a donut. Making them from scratch. I feel like most people have no complaints about Tim Hortons donuts. Yeah, I feel like the donuts are something that most people are okay with. It's the coffee that everyone's like, ugh. That Canadians are getting sort of increasingly tired of. And how to make beignets in French Quarter. Might be a snub. Maybe. First time I got a pizza in Canada, I was 18 and never more pellet in my life. Why? What was weird about the pizza? I feel like Chicago notwithstanding, pizza's pizza. Pepperoni's more akin to bologna. Bologna. That was on the west side of the coast. So large pepperoni. Lightly tickle your belly to give yourself goosebumps. Me either. Yeah, I don't think I have done that. The bacon caught me off guard. We do like bacon on our pizza. I've got the UK bacon. Canadian bacon is delicious, as I note. It is. I feel like if you gotten Cornwall style pizza, that would have blown your mind. Like if just regular Canadian, just like regular Canadian pizza. Yeah, if regular Canadian pizza, uh, puzzled you, Cornwall style pizza would have blown your mind. Devil maple cookies from hell. Over outside pizza in Cornwall was normal. Yeah, Cornwall style would have been like, what the fuck? Because in Cornwall, we put the toppings under the cheese. And it's good. It is good. It is really good. And I'm not sure why that makes a difference. It's so weird, but it makes a difference. I'm gonna get more water. I'll be back in a minute. Nope, pepperoni goes under the cheese too. Yeah, it's like, they make the pizza, they put the toppings on, and then they put the cheese over top of everything else. You can still sort of like, you can still generally see a little bit of, you'll still sometimes get glimpses of pepperoni under the cheese, but no, it's, the cheese is on top of the pizza. You say it's good. I don't know why that changes it, but it does, and it makes it better. Gonna get more water. I'll be back in a minute. No crusty edges on the toppings. Cheese gets crunch good. I'll see if I can find some pictures of Cornwall style pizza for you. So here's what a Cornwall style pizza looks like. So like, you still get like bits of toppings poking out. And don't worry, Julia, you get crunch on it. Cheese gets more brown. Yeah, that's what a Cornwall style pizza looks like. Tell me, it's some good shit. Did an image search for Cornwall style pizza? That's weird. Little dough bun right. Yep. That I think is not unique to Cornwall. That I think a lot of smaller pizza places do. And it's because it's cheaper than getting a whole bunch of those little plastic tables. So yeah, apparently I come up in the image results for Cornwall style pizza. Over on I use the site DuckDuckGo. Place I went wasn't chain. Nice family place. Yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of like the smaller family owned places, Pizza's Belly Button, Aurelio's Pizza Homewood, tell him Geo sent you. I think a lot of just in general, a lot of the smaller sort of family owned or personal owned pizza places, it's easier to just like fry up a little bit of dough to put on it just to keep the and it to serve the same purpose the table does to keep the box from crushing the pizza to keep the and this this way people can eat it. People will eat that little dough roll in the center. How do I stay with you? Get the extra sauce with it. We get tiny little tapes and ours. Right, you're probably going a lot of bigger places, right, Uncle Buck? I would assume either chains or um, even if they're just local, they're sort of probably bigger. They're probably fairly well-known pizza places. Or are you ordering from shitty little local dive restaurants? Aurelio's, both. And the shitty little dives are using the plastic tables as well. Yeah. Because my understanding was that like it's not that it wasn't just a Cornwall thing, that like just all over. It's all over if you're ordering from smaller pizza places, like just local. Like if you're ordering from like specifically local pizza places, that a lot of them have dough balls as pizza. One thing I still miss and crave occasionally. Fair. Tavern style pizza, thick ass Chicago pizza. Something you see in the US. I thought it was cool too. Really? I thought it was something that happened in the US as well. Pepperoni, feta, jalapenos. Shit. What was it? What was it that Jon Stewart called Chicago style pizza? Make flour out of zucchini leaves. What was it? Something not nice. Well, that too. There's that too, but he called it like a different type of food. Like he said a lot of mean things about it, obviously. But there was one time that he like was talking about like because like it because of the way it's like sort of layered and shit. Um, there was a different dish that he said that he called it. Casserole. That's right. He called it a casserole. He also apparently once called it soup adjacent fondue. Tomato soup in a bread bowl. Good soup weather here. So yeah, like I said, it's possible that it's entirely possible that Chicago deep dish might actually be great. Gotta figure me out another sneaky snack before bed. Like it very well may be delicious. But it's not really pizza. Deep dish is great. Yeah, very well may be. I've never had it. I've never had it. But it's not pizza. I have not seen Supergirl. From what I'm gathering, it's fine. Pizza soup is not accurate. Pizza soup is accurate. Pizza soup is not accurate. Been told I have a deep dish coochie. Nice. Stuffed crust. Gross. Streamer's coming up. Apparently so, yeah. That was a good one. Thanks for seeing you. Yeah. I'll start shutting down things on this half of the evening. Good night, Catherine. Yeah, even if I wanted to order out tomorrow, I don't even know what I would order. You know, Canada Day, like ideally, like you'd grill up some steaks or hot dogs or something, you know? Similar to what you do on Independence Day. You know, grill up some steaks. That's fucking good for Canada Day. Failing that, some hot dogs. But I don't know. Not a lot of places to order hot dogs here in Cornwall. There are some. Harvey's has hot dogs? Say what? Moose. Harvey's does have hot dogs. I was unaware. There's Billy K's. A&W. Does A&W have hot dogs? Or rather, does our local A&W have hot dogs? Does not. They have better hot dogs and burgers. Make your own hot dogs. Looks like the A&W here in Cornwall doesn't actually have hot dogs. At least not for delivery. Maybe in person, but not for delivery. That they're known for in the root beer flips. I don't know. I've never really thought of A&W as being known for hot dogs. I think at least they might have them in like in store, but just not for delivery. Let's take a look at their menu though. Yeah, they do seem to just be burger place here. They've got like the Papa Burger, Mama Burger, Teen Burger. You're getting grew up on them. This looks like some do. Might be a US versus Canada thing. The one we have left. Yeah, hot dogs seem to have been discontinued here in Canada. Mostly drive-ins and car hops. See you tomorrow. Yeah, in my case, I feel like the only question is will I have more of the brown rice or will I open a bag of white rice that I picked up and have that instead? Because I do much prefer the white rice over the brown rice. Right. Nah, I'll probably just continue. I'll probably just finish up. I'll probably just, keep with the brown rice until it's finished. Yeah. But I gotta finish it off. Not even halfway through it yet. Jasmati. Jasmine and basmati. Did the brand for an emergency. It won't go bad for ages. Yeah, but even so. Anyway, gonna get going. See you all tomorrow for Canada Day. Good night, everybody.